Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Blue Line Aviation orders quite a few Diamond aircraft. Also, another delay confirmed for Orbital Flight Test 2, and authorities seize nearly 2 tons of cocaine. Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. We have a packed episode with the latest news, so let's go ahead and start with Diamond Aircraft Industries, Inc. and Blue Line Aviation recently inked a firm order of 50 Diamond aircraft, including single-engine DA40 NGs, twin-engine DA40-6s, and a Diamond simulator, with an option for up to 50 additional aircraft. The order comes less than a year after Blue Line Aviation's 8-year anniversary, which was celebrated with the delivery of a brand new DA40 NG from Diamond Aircraft Industries, Inc. Blue Line has increased its fleet of modern aircraft to 16, including 10 DA40 NGs and 2 DA40-6s. The company was founded in 2012. The timing of this aircraft order marks a significant milestone for Blue Line Aviation, said Scott McFadzean, CEO of Diamond Aircraft Industries, Inc. Blue Line is also in the midst of constructing a new $16 million, 50,000 square foot headquarters at Johnston Regional Airport, with plans to permanently relocate in 2021. The state-of-the-art flight training facility will feature hangar space, the Professional Pilot Training Center, a barbecue restaurant and rooftop terrace, simulator room, operations center and dispatch, flight briefing rooms, and Diamond aircraft maintenance and administrative offices. After the break, NASA's Perseverance drives on Mars for the first time. We'll show you the images after these messages.
When adventure is calling, the Bory by Aero-Volga is the plane you need to answer the call. Bory's composite design is simple, reliable, and economical, with impressive performance and no gimmicks. Designed for the wilderness and proven durability in a flight around the Arctic Circle, the Bory has what it takes to handle your next adventure. Featuring 2 large cargo compartments, a comfortable modern cockpit, and a Rotax 912 power plant, the Bory Amphibian is now available in Canada. Experience the Bory for yourself at flightsimple.com.
At Diamond Aircraft, innovation is in our DNA. Whether you're taking to the skies for training or business travel, every aircraft in Diamond's lineup features innovative technology, an industry-leading safety record, superior performance and efficiency, and a comfortable flying experience. No other company has pioneered as many aviation firsts, achieved more milestones, or received the same amount of industry praise as Diamond. Discover why Diamond Aircraft is one of the most trusted manufacturers in aviation at diamondaircraft.com.
Welcome back. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're going to be summarizing some shorter but interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. So let's go ahead and start with, here's some exciting news. NASA's Perseverance drives on Mars for the first time. NASA's Mars 2020 Perseverance rover performed its first drive on March 4th. Covering 21 feet across the Martian landscape. The drive served as a mobility test that marks just one of many milestones as team members check out and calibrate every system, subsystem, and instrument on Perseverance. Once the rover begins pursuing its science goals, regular commutes extending 656 feet or more are expected. NTSB may focus on flight training reform. The Society of Aviation and Flight Educators has noted that the NTSB has postponed the March 9th unveiling of its 2021-2022 Most Wanted list of transportation safety improvements, with no future announcements set. The agency said it will only post the new date on the NTSB board calendar. SAFE has long advocated for flight training reform based on educator improvements. SAFE convened a GA pilot training reform symposium in 2011. The event led to the creation of FAA ACS. Volocopter raises $240 million. Volocopter announced the signing of their Series D funding round, raising 200 million euros in additional capital. Cumulatively, Volocopter has raised 322 million euros. The funding will be used to bring the Volocity, the battery-powered air taxi for cities, to certification and by accelerating the launch of its first commercial routes. Volocopter's future services range from electric autonomous air taxis flying passengers directly and safely to their destinations to transporting goods with the company's Volodrone. Cessna T-206H Turbo Stationair turned into IMSAR platform. To expand its radar testing capabilities and increase imaging services, IMSAR LLC recently added a first-of-its-kind aircraft to the IMSAR fleet, appropriately named Magnum. IMSAR's new multi-sensor intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance platform is built around the Textron Aviation's Cessna T-206H Turbo Stationair. The Cessna T-206H has a maximum useful load of around 1,500 pounds, a modern avionics suite, and a low overall operating cost. Its special missions configuration incorporates several custom-designed and FAA-approved interior and exterior modifications. Well, that does it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's return to the rest of the news. Orbital Flight Test 2 faces another delay. NASA and Boeing are evaluating a new target launch date for the CST-100 Starliner's Orbital Flight Test 2 to the International Space Station after winter storms in Houston and their recent replacement of avionic boxes set the program back about 2 weeks. NASA is also weighing in the volume of verification and validation analysis required prior to the test flight and visiting vehicle schedule at the International Space Station. Previously, the launch date was targeted for no later than April 2nd. An important factor the teams are evaluating is the visiting vehicle schedule at the International Space Station, which already has a scheduled Crew-Soyuz launch and a NASA SpaceX Crew 2 mission in April. Based on the current traffic at the space station, NASA does not anticipate that OFT-2 can be accomplished later in April. NASA and Boeing are working to find the earliest possible launch date. The company has been conducting dry runs ahead of an end-to-end mission rehearsal that will allow the operations team to practice and observe integrated interactions through the whole mission profile, from launch to docking and undocking to landing. Additionally, power-on testing and checkouts of the OFT-2 vehicle with new avionics boxes installed have been completed successfully. After these messages, nearly 2 tons of cocaine were seized on Valentine's Day. Details after the break.
Introducing the new ELT-345 from Artex. This emergency locator transmitter, or ELT, boasts an industry-low price, while providing the same quality and performance on which the Artex brand was built. GPS data is embedded within the first emergency transmission and provides search and rescue personnel with the aircraft location within 100 meters in less than a minute. Take to the skies knowing that you have the highest performing and reliable equipment on board. View our selection of ELTs and safety products at www.artex.com. Artex, your best last chance.
I believe that if people use the landing doctor training program, they will have less accidents and eventually their insurance will go down and they will make a superior pilot. We do personal limitation checklists, which is the most important reason you need to fly with limits. We do ground proximity awareness training, and we do this with a crosswind. We've been operating 6 Bristels for 2 years without one insurance claim. The landing doctor program is working, and you're going to hear more about it.
Welcome back. 2 tons of cocaine were seized on Valentine's Day. U.S. Customs and Border Protection Air and Marine Operations National Air Security Operations Center P-3 crews partnered with federal authorities to disrupt a narcotics smuggling attempt in the eastern Pacific Ocean, leading to the seizure of 1.7 tons of cocaine in February, denying transnational criminal organizations more than $58 million in illicit proceeds. On February 14th, in a joint interagency task force South-led operation, a NASOC P-3 long-range tracker crew detected a suspicious vehicle in the eastern Pacific Ocean. The air crew conducted a handoff to a partner aircraft that vectored U.S. Coast Guard cutters for interdiction. The USCG team detained 4 people and seized 1.7 tons of cocaine. The interdiction was conducted under Campaign Martillo, a counter-narcotics operation to disrupt transitional criminal organizations that threaten global security and prosperity. Campaign Martillo is supported by Southcom and led by JIATFS. AMO has 2 P-3 NASOCs located in Jacksonville, Florida, and Corpus Christi, Texas. These P-3 aircraft operated through North, Central, and South American defense of the borders of the United States and to prevent attempts to smuggle persons or contraband. Well, that does it for our show today. I'm your host, Kimberly Kay. You can catch episodes of Airborne on Roku and Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne in the directory. And don't forget to follow us on social media and feel free to comment with story ideas or just to say hi. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.